the boxing world, bringing records, doing all type of crazy stuff. But this is my dad, Abraham Johnson, Ham, the man with the body slam. Give me one, bam, Ham, bam. So, I got my co-host right here, my big brother, James Harris, won more Ohio State fairs than anybody in the world. Also, he went around the world 12 times and never lost a fight in international waters. I want to introduce my big brother, James Harris, who went to the 84, 88, and 92 Olympic trials. James. How y'all doing? You had a great guest for the other day. Our father, Ham Down. So, you got us into boxing, but what got you into boxing?
Well, I was born and raised out southwest Washington, D.C., and you had to fight. I lived in the alley. 210 Dismal Court Southwest, and I lived in the alley where you had to fight to go to the store. You had to fight to bring your food home. This is still alley. Not only that, boxing came into view. A big bad guy by the name of Tucker, heavyweight, was at number 4 Boys Club. He didn't have anybody box with. I was 12 years old, and he used to shoot punches over my head. And I guess I got hooked, I guess.
So that's what got you hooked as being a boxer, or what got you started as being a boxing coach? But I know you was a boxer at first. So what started you as being a boxer, and what changed over for you being a boxer and then switched over to a boxing coach?
Well, what had happened to me was I started off with an exercise group. Didn't realize I was going to be in boxing. We did exercise outside in the alley. And then I started jabbing, and I had 10 kids, and come to find out I got 50 and don't have nowhere to take them at. So I ended up over at Elliott Recreation Center. No ring, no mat, one bag, no cup, no nothing. And this is where we start. We've been over there in 1969. And the beautiful thing about our program, out of everybody, was we never had a boxing ring. People have been trying to figure that out for years. All we had was a mat. We had one bag in the twice. You hit the bag, it rolls up against the curb, and it come back. That's all we had. So we've been blessed, but my proper boss, of my partner, Miss Patricia Harris, she was coordinating all that for me. She was my biggest boss, my biggest helper, my biggest asset. So all thanks to her, I couldn't be in anything. If she was alive, she should be here with us.
So let me ask you another question. So when it came down to the boxing aspect of it, can you name some of your old fighters that you thought that should have been world champions, but sometimes the streets may get them, or sometimes they get them? Because I know you work with a lot of fighters, and you saved a lot of fighters' lives by going to court with them and all that, but can you name some of the old fighters that you worked with that a lot of people on this podcast might not know, but they may know their name?
Well, I actually think, Larron,
is that the guy that fought Ray Leonard?
That's the guy that fought Ray Leonard.
Okay.
On that particular fight, 1985, Ray Leonard came to my corner twice, in the wrong corner, twice. Well, we hit him with something he never seen before. A break overcut, step to the right, pull to the left. We practiced that in the gym and it worked. But I can name, Diablo, Golden Boy, James Harris, Mark Johnson. I can name, I can go on and on, not the first of my mind, because it's so many guys and so much talent over there that you can't really pick out certain. Yeah, Ron Heath, you had Golden Boy, you had Diablo, you had Big Hemmett, you had Little Hemmett. We could go on and on and on and on. I could be here all day. But the next time we do interview me, I will bring the old pictures to let you see so they can be recognized.
Let me ask you one thing. So what do you understand about the old Hill Press Heights, the old 84 Olympic trials, the old 88 Olympic trials? the guys like Howard Davis. Name some of the things that you did with those guys.
Well, Hillcrest Heights, was a weigh-in camp where we had the Golden Gloves at. Billy Tuttle was sick in the Olympics, in the Nationals, and he couldn't come up because he was sick. I rubbed him down, gave some tea to them, and made his way and won a national championship. That little place, you had to fight to get there. But the only thing is, you had to fight the judges. You had Hillcrest Heights judges, you had Palmer Park judges, and all of them worked together. Agent Davis, White, Miss Davis, you had Miss Burgess. All those people worked together, and they were good friends. We were out there. D.C. was out there. They controlled the Maryland aspect. We had to fight to win.
We got that.
Question now I want to ask you, I know you helped a lot of young kids, and took these fighters inside penitentiaries and let them see what it was like to be. Y'all fought against jails like Broadway, prison, loading. A lot of the jails took these kids in to let them see how the inside of the jail looked.
Well, at that time, I had all the bad kids in the city. I had the best bike robbers, sticker boys, breaking houses, steal your battery, take your tires. I had the best of everything. These kids that didn't nobody want to be bothered with. Nobody. I brought them in the program to let them see the inside of what goes on in the penitentiary when they do wrong. We were going up and down the coast, boxing the inmates in the penitentiaries, and the word spread like wildfire. They were sending us money to get transportation to come up there to put on a show if they didn't have any boxes. That's one way of curing juvenile delinquents. Also was a third-party custody of 85 kids. My responsibility was to see that they go to school. Their mother didn't have to go down to court. They write the judge a letter certified that I would represent them so they wouldn't have to take off from work. I got them involved in the program. I made them believe them, and they believed themselves to go out to be worthwhile citizens in the United States. But the penitentiary shook them up. They didn't believe they lived like that. They didn't believe that they had to do certain things. And it was a good shake-up, but it was a learning aspect.
There was also that stage straight program that you were.
Well, no, it wasn't scared. Well, their program was called Scared Straight, but mine was straight up and down. At 42 and 42 and 48. Those are the codes.
I'll say one thing. I remember I remember this one time. We went to Maryland State Penitentiary, and I'll never forget this. And God bless his soul, rest in peace, man, to my man Buddy. And Buddy had a team up there. We went up there and box Buddy team.
Right.
He's in the Maryland State Penitentiary. But I never forget that. I was probably about 6, 7 years old.
Right.
But also, one of the things that I wanted to ask you was this. You had no problem when Martin Barry was in office. Martin Barry made sure the kids got what they wanted. He made sure your program had what it wanted.
He made the program funded.
He made sure the program was funded. Now we don't have them type of mayors, them type of people out here making sure these boxing programs is funded. You got to be in with the clique.
You don't have these programs out here for kids prison. You don't have nothing no more.
Well, they say they do because it's on paper. But one thing I want to say is this. I remember one time, I didn't say this one time, I remember one time when Ham said, because I always call him Dad, we call him Ham. I about to say my dad, but I call him Ham.
Yeah, Ham.
Anyway,
fit in my pocket.
Figure it. I'm like David Pratt. Hello. But anyway, I want to say one thing. I remember one time, you say we going to King's Dominion. And I say, we're going to King's Dominion. He said, everybody run y'all stuff, run your lust, we going to King's Dominion. So when I get to the gym, I see all these Metro buses. I said, we going to King's Dominion on Metro bus. And we went to King's Dominion on the Metro bus.
That's because he had that NTC 15 they were playing.
They were playing the cow. That's what they did.
And they funded it in June.
But we were down there on the Metro bus.
Right. What you got to remember this, fellas. The program was not only for young men. They was for ladies too. Miss Harris had a sewing class, and they have 22 young girls. Take them off the street. We were taking them off the street to frighten if they were home, wasn't getting their education. But they don't realize that how many kids graduated off the boxing team. We were bringing in, but there's rules and regulations that if I'm third-party custody, there's rules and regulations that you have to go by within the club. You have to run, train, leave the ladies alone. Your heart belongs to me. In other words, your body belongs to me. And that's a heck of a thing. When you go home, when your mother tell you to put out the trash, you give her some back talk. There's nothing she can do. She's too small. You know, you might flick your hand at her or whatever, like they're doing now, but they go a little further. They would come to me with the kids, straighten them out. Straighten them, I don't care what you do. Okay, we get them running, training, but we punishing them with exercise. As you know, when I get that medicine ball, 25-pound medicine ball, hit you here in your body, it will make your inside come out. You don't want to get hit with that. Whatever you're doing, you're going to straighten. But the best thing about the program is, I'll show that you graduated. If you don't have suits, you don't have clothes, I will go downtown. I will buy you clothes. I will make sure to support your family. Anybody down in your favorite family, we'll cut your grass. We'll be ball girls. Anything to deal with the community, I did. Now these people are getting all this money, and I did it from 1969 to 2001. Free. All I need, and I pray that I would get a little cornerstone or a basement and let me go out and save some kids.
One question I want to ask is, hand, what year did they cut your program out? Because right now they don't have no programs for these kids. Nothing at all. Your program gave kids summer jobs, you done earnings. Everything. Well, see, one thing, let me say this, I'm going to let him ask this question, but I want to say one thing. When we had our program, remember, I couldn't train in Elliott no more because professional athletes couldn't train in the record center. Right. But now, you got professional athletes training in the record center. But when we was coming up, when I turned pro, I had to go train at Philly's gym. Yeah. Because Ham couldn't train me in Elliott because I was a professional fighter. Now you got professional fighters training in every gym. So I'm just trying to figure out where has everything changed at. But the kids ain't got nowhere to go, ain't got no more program. I'm gonna say one thing to this. I think when you get away from the people that really dealt with the kids, like Ham, I can name people like A.N. Davis, I can name real people, Jamal Hinton, Mr. Curtis Peoples now, they dealt with the kids. You know what I'm saying? Have a career. Have a career. Even when I was having my fight with the man inside, Tyrone, Eddie Van, they dealt with the kids. They wanted the best for everybody. But now they just wanted numbers on paper. See, as long as I got the numbers on paper, I can get paid. But you ain't doing that. So my thing is like what you saying is the same thing, James. Why am I only Hall of Fame in Washington D.C.? This man had 17 world champions and we never gym. You know what I mean? Why ain't got a recognition center named after me? Or he got a recognition center named after him? Or you got one named after you? You went to the 84 Olympic trials, the 88 Olympic trials, the 92 Olympic trials. Like, come on, like what I'm saying is that, and he's the only African American in history, but the 15 international countries and never lost a fight. I represent the United States. So what I'm saying is, it's our turn, man. Right? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm gonna go back to the hands, but like I said, I ain't work with guys like Howard Davis, Pernell Whitaker, Lewis Curtis, Charles Mooney, Pernell Whitaker, William Bowe, Lance Lewis. I don't remember one time, you know, this is a funny story right here. I'm saying this is a funny story. Hey, tell me how when we went to Canada. What happened when we went to Canada?
Well, we draw a young man that was just 16 and a half years old, by the name of Lennox Lewis. At the tournament, they were giving up an English race of bike, a bicycle. I wanted that bike so bad. Mark was running around the ring. He did all the shuffle. He went under the ropes. He did a flip. People stood up, gave him ovation. But he won his little fight. They wanted that fight. They were giving up a fight for lose. Now what happened was James would knock this man out in the first round. Mark ran to James and said, "Give me that fight. I want that fight." And come to find out, neither one of them got it. Literally slow guy.
Yeah, set up for it.
Yeah. They had to set up for their country. But back to the drawing board. You know, I hear all the shooting is going on, and I sit there and cry because what I have to offer. See, they didn't pay for doing nothing, and I worked for free. I worked from the goodness of the heart. We had guys that could do it all. We had the best bank robbers, drug dealers, stick-up boys, escape from penitentiary, steal cars. We had the worst of the worst. And when you train at Elliott Recreation Center, they know you was bad. But we coordinate a family amongst ourselves to go out and prove the people wrong. See, everything is about a dollar bill nowadays. Everybody's about a buck. Hey, I'm willing to go in the lion's mouth or the belly of the whale and dig it out and show a kid a different side of the coin. There's a head and there's a tail. Either you're going to be the tail or the head. No one is not going out there like that anymore.
Let me ask you one question. You had just as many world champions, or just as many champions as Emmanuel Stewart. Your Emmanuel Stewart was pops. Detroit, the Crump team, the Ham AC, and Washington DC team.
They beat us in Ohio like 13 straight years.
But we used to fight every year.
Well, that's when the openers.
But my thing is, let me ask you one question. When Emmanuel Stewart made the switch from amateur to professional, why didn't you make that switch?
Well, my head was being beat by a lot of guys. They wanted to turn pro. I wouldn't turn them pro because I didn't want to leave my program. I had too many problems back behind me because, you know, boxers are somewhat like women. If you pay too much attention to one guy, the other guys will get jealous. They don't want to work as hard no more. Because why? You're paying all the attention to this man. I could not leave my gym. I had the chance to get all kinds of world champions. I didn't want no money. I wanted my kids. So this is who I ended up at. Being the best amateur trainer in the world and not making a buck.
Also, tell me this. When you raised somebody, trained them, and did all this and that for them, took them all around the world, taught them everything, and they leave, that's bad. Because any coach that trains somebody in a fight league, that takes a whole lot of their art.
Well, not only that. Okay, it happened to me. I trained a guy for nothing. But we call it gypsies. At boxing, amateur boxing, we call it gypsies. That means you don't have a contract on the kid. All you do is have his ABF book. And they want to go to another club. There's nothing you can do but give up this ABF book.
But you know, that take a whole lot. That's like when that fighter left, he took like a whole lot out of you. This should be.
Well,
you never can get that back.
Well, not only that, they went to number 11. But the boys club, number 2 boys club, I think it's the 70s.
Number 11, number 2.
No, number 2 boys. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let me get this straight away. They broke records in 1976. The boys club, number 2 boys club, had champions in the open class division in every weight class. I could only do it in 10 weight classes. They're the only one in history have did it in 11, and I can do it in 10. That means every weight class, they had a champion. I always had that little lump, and I could never do it. I admit to that. And if you would come in my house, I can show you trophies will fall off the wall, and I can go all the way back. But I just want to say, this day and time, to the mothers and the fathers. The world is coming to an end. The reason why it's coming to an end, y'all are sleeping on your job. You have to find out, my advice to you, where she's going, who she's going with, where he's going, who he's going with.
So you're talking about the mothers and daughters.
The mothers and the daughters. This is a message to you. Now, there's no excuse anymore. You got telephones, you got cell phones. When we came in the 60s, 70s, and 80s, we didn't have this type of thing. The computer. You can put a computer where you're going and all that type of thing. Not changing the subject. But we need to put our own around our kids, because the kids are our future. We're just like the cherry blossoms.
Let me ask you another question. In 1989, I graduated from high school. You ain't want me to box. Why?
Well, number one thing, I hate to say it, but Mark, I work at Giant Food Store, the midnight shift. I come home. Mark is sitting at the breakfast table. I want to know why are you home sitting at the breakfast table? I'm just getting out for work 20 minutes to 10. He said, I've been to school already. I told him he was lying. I took him in the car, took him back to Eastern High School. And the principal, he had listened to the principal. I said, why is Mark home? What? The man showed me, Mr. Jones, you should be proud of your son. I said, why is that? He got 226 extra credits. Listen, in his senior year of high school, this guy only had to go 45 minutes. Can you imagine that? Our last year of senior high school. I don't want to be no doctor. I want this kid to be a lawyer. I begged him. He told me he didn't weigh but a 101. How is he going to be a world champion at 12? I begged him. He can tell you, I begged him. My son was so smart. Mark read everything. He could tell you about the Bible. He could tell you this way. He was a encyclopedia. How many people can actually take high school? You had 220 excellent points credits. He didn't go to school for 45 minutes. So that means the man is not a dummy.
Now I'm gonna tell you how the funny. Hey, listen, I'm gonna tell you how the funniest story in the world, right? So, that 45-minute class, the class was all TC. That's who was my teacher. I didn't even know it. That was Stars Moment. And it went like 76 11, right?
Got a silver number.
Got a silver medal. So I didn't know who he was. She's like Mr. Mooney to me. I don't care nothing about this class. I'm down. Well, I ain't gonna keep sitting here. I ain't wearing no uniform or nothing, right? So he came to me. He said, he knew me. He said, man, you keep talking that trash. I'll punch in your face. I said, you gonna punch you in the face? So he hit me with a 1-2. Straight bang it. Boom, boom, right in the class. I said, man, excuse my line. I'll make my father F you up, man. Somebody gonna be up here tomorrow. So I said, hey, come up here. It's a dude named Mr. Mooney up here who just hit me in my face. Man, I'll be up here tomorrow. Don't worry about nothing. I said, okay. So I go in the class. I said, my father will come up here and whoop your ass today. I have come up here, got a motherfucker brown paper bag. He go to the desert Charles Mooney. We as crack you beers. Well, fuck up. You know what they do? He said, yeah, mom, you on that much? I don't know, but you should be whooping his ass. I was in this Charles Mooney went to the 76 reps. Got a show up. I said, what? He said, yeah, I know who you were the whole time. Right up to the Charles Mooney with the 1-2 right in class. But he thinks it was the season. Wait a minute, I told him he didn't know, but you know it.
Hey, when I went to Olympus Drive, a hand went in. That's who worked my corner.
Charles Mooney. Yeah. So, let me ask you this, then. Let me ask you one question. So, I know they different when Ham work out there. You know, when Ham in my corner, he smacked me, talking trash, and all that. Like, you know, Ham just get real questions. So when he in your corner, he get real boisterous with you. Why you always be saying, "Hey man, don't talk to me like that"?
Man, how you like that? You know, like, man, when we all raise your voice, man, who talk to me like that? I couldn't stand it.
Well, this
Well, you would know that would make me fight out.
all right. Now, what's it over there? You know what y'all know? All right, now, ladies and gentlemen, between these two guys, I tell you both from nothing. They always ask me the magic question, which one is the better? I say the difference is, James is a fighter. James coming to get you. Mark is a boxer. There's two different categories.
Nah, I think James is better than me. You know, I ain't gonna tell nobody no.
Now, he always said that.
I ain't gonna say nothing. You know, I think James, man. You know, I think.
Oh, James short $3.
I think. No. I'm gonna say it like this. I'm gonna say it like this because, you know, that's my big brother, and I don't take nothing from nobody. You know, I think James is definitely better than me, man. He made went to 84 trials, to 88 trials, 92 trials. You know, James' thing was he wanted to win a gold medal. But my thing was I wanted to win the world championship.
Oh, wait a minute. Excuse me for cutting you off. Hey, Mark, tell them about the time we was in the Olympic trials, and y'all and he was up here and you was there, man.
So in the now listen at this. So in the 1988 Olympic trials, I was the youngest fighter in there. I wasn't even supposed to be in it.
At 16 years old.
So I was they had me and James fighting each other the first day. So they didn't know we was they knew we was brothers, but then he had different last names. So what happened was my mother had to fly out there with the birth certificates and everything.
Because we drew to fight each other.
So now they put us at the top and put us at the bottom.
Now, that's the first fight we drew. Then they changed it once, and now
we get to the semifinals. He fight Michael Carlisle. I'll fight Herb Griffin. So Herb Griffin beat me, but he tested positive for round one. So they supposed to reinstate me to fight the winner of James and Michael Carlisle. So the little what's his name? The little short guy who used to run the the little guy used to run the used to run USA boxing
that little short
guy. Well, anyway, he said he said, I wish I would give you 2 opportunities to win the world champ to get to the event. Y'all ain't coming here. I wish I would get you 2 opportunities to win that. Nah, we ain't doing that. So they didn't reinstate me, and Michael Carlisle beat James in '88. And then James had an accident. James had an accident on a motorcycle before he supposed to walk again. And James still got back into the 19 Olympic trial. So, like I say, I tell people like this, you know, I know that I'm big brother, and I think, you know, he was a better guy. You know, he wanted to win a gold medal. I wanted to win the world championship. So, I think we had a situation where, though, Ham kind of fell off a little bit because my second professional fight, I lost to the guy named Richie Winton, and I was out there with Louis Heidi Curtis when he fought David McCauley for the IBF title. And they saying, well, you know, nobody from, you know, the United States that ever won an IBF world title. So from that point on, I was like, you know what? I'm going to get this title. This is my title. So that's all out of that second fight. So Ham was like, well, you know, we're not going to do this. We're not going out this. So I fought a guy named Tony Menace. And Tony Menace had just fought for the WBC world title sheet. I know we're past 6 rounds. So I said, Ham, you want to take the fight? Ham fight. Nah, you know, we ain't going to take the fight. Nah, you know, last time too, I ain't fucked it. I'm gonna whoop. I said, I'm gonna whoop him, man. I'm gonna get this fight. So, what made me mad was, right, every time I seen him, he had
the whole crew with him.
Oh, yeah.
Scammers, everything.
Yeah, dude was training with him. Keep that trainer going. Keep this trainer going. Here's the guy, never fought for 6 rounds in his life. Now listen, now we gotta fight 12 rounds. We fighting the guy. How many knockouts? What he had?
Yeah, I would get this one from WBC.
20 knockouts, and we only had. Was I really complain? 31. Now, didn't we know big old 6 pounds in our white, and we fighting 12 rounds, plus a number 2 contender in the wall. Number 2 contender in the wall. Mark said, I'm going to beat him. Mark ran with shoe shines on his back. He wasn't something, anything that's heavy. We got all invested. We were dragging trash weight vests. We did it all. And look, every time we go out the hotel, the camera was always on there. At 20 followers, me and Mark would beat rappers by a little lonely film. Mark said, one of these days, we gonna have him follow him. I said, I'm gonna get him. Mark beat him too. Mr. Dallas beat him. I said, I'm gonna get him. He got it. Ain't never been 12 rounds in his life. 6 rounds.
New was the WB, the Intercontinental, yeah. So man, you know, like I said, man, you know.
So we got some story to give you now.
So you know, it's a lot of stuff that want to you know. One of the fights I think that you had that really probably broke your heart, that I think was probably one of the sharpest guys, Andre Adams. When right in the final, I think that was one of the laid off right now. Find Andre Adams. I think that was one of your biggest mistakes that I bet you get it done. Shoot Andre Adams. Right there to find him.
No. He never turned broke. What happened to you when you ready going to
When I used to land going to fighting the USA, Mom used to be crying, man, let me go.
Wait a minute. I want y'all to take a shot at this. He did what now? Well, you know, wait a minute. I wasn't worried about crying because I know when he come back, I'm going to take all the USA boxing from. Yeah. So when I was fighting Junior, I had all the USA stuff on me. Like, who is he? Who was that? When I came out there, you know, they had high D's up here, the USA trumps. Oh man, I was like that. I already tried to be a champ anyway. But we had a guy named Specs. We called him Gooch. He had real thick glasses, man. James, I don't know how they made it. James, we don't know how you think, fam. Gooch wore thick glasses above his face. James put all his USA stuff on, Gooch shoes and everything. And the boy he was fighting really thought he was a USA fighter. No, that was Bradshaw. No. That was Bradshaw. That was good. That was Bradshaw. I thought it was Gooch. I thought, what dang it, thought it was Gooch. That was Bradshaw. Okay, I'm thinking it was Gooch because I said, Gooch, how you feel? All right, I didn't know that heel press, huh? Oh, wait a minute, I'm getting it together. Yeah, he said, that's how you feel. This way he talks. He talked from the throat down to. I said, now Gooch. Now you ain't got your glasses on. Now you got thick ones, you know. Move to the right, move left. I give it. The moves. The bell rings. Move to the left. Jab. Right. The man over there. No, you're afraid. The man over here. Talk to the body. Talk to the body. Throw your break. The man's behind the Gooch. Let me ask you one question.
I remember you was working with Rick one time, right? Rick came in the gym at boxing. He was on the basketball court. You told him to throw a jab. You said the jab look good, Rick. Rick threw a jab. Hannah said, I like the jab, look good. You throw another jab, right? And you told him to throw 2 jabs. He'd get like this. And so no time for out.
So I'm trying to figure out, who was you training? Because you guys do throwing 2 jabs like this. Like, it was that. Right. I heard you train a lot of people. I ain't training. Well, I'm going to tell you how much, ladies and gentlemen, you have another one of my stepsons in Avery. Avery lived across the alley down southwest. But Avery lived more in my kitchen than where he lived at. His stepfather or uncle come out there, where's Lady Red? And he was under the table. Don't get him on. Miss Patricia is cooking something. Am I lying about it?
No.
Now he was more my son than these 2 guys. Because I couldn't do a damn thing. When I wanted to find them, I'd go be there. So that's a lot of wrong.
So let me ask you this. When it came to the 76 Olympics, with Harry and all those guys, did you go with them? And now, let me, this is one of the questions I really want to ask you. I remember in the 80 Olympics when they didn't have it, and you had the Stewart brothers, these twins. One of them crashed in the plane. Did you train both of them?
No, he was with the House of Champions.
Okay.
Those you brother Birds, huh?
He was with Birds.
Yeah, but then with the House of Champions. With Freddie Mercury.
Birds had Tower Stewart, right? Wrong.
So yeah, and Birds had. And you know why this guy sitting here? He missed the plane. James missed the plane.
That wasn't that plane that they went on.
The one that crashed in Poland?
The one that crashed in Poland, the Steel Brothers wasn't on that. I was supposed to win the fight against Poland and the U.S. plane went down. But that wasn't the trip they was on. That was way before that.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad you got me straight.
I was called it for in Poland, but the whole plane went down and I missed the plane.
The DC thing?
Oh, yeah, the whole point.
Oh, the whole USA thing, so those people from everywhere. You was representing.
Yeah, I was with the U.S. there.
But who missed the plane?
When we Friday, yeah, a couple of people flying off. The whole plane went down. I missed the plane.
He missed the plane. So, you know.
I mean, the thing is this, you know, when it come back shit on planes and stuff like that, when you dealing with USA boxing, you know, James, I know you know, sometimes you go in a camp with USA boxing, you may in camp for a month, 2 months, 3 months, without your family, and then you only fighting an amateur fight. So, I want to ask the question that I asked another fighter the other day that I know was a great fighter, but I thought USA boxing burned them out. Do you think USA boxing burning out fighters?
Yeah, it burn you out, because the problem is, and call me, I get on a plane, fight I fight somewhere, they come back a week later, get on a plane and go somewhere, and so, nah, y'all ain't burning my son out.
Yeah,
and for the stop that.
Yeah.
Some fighters that keep going.
So when they do that, would they try like take your ranking and stuff like that when they don't go?
Oh, you don't go, they can't take your ranking. But they're in public, right? But the ranking like being a ranking.
But what they do, they use that as a politic move in the Olympics.
Right.
They will look the other way. You losing, but you did so much for the United States.
Right.
No.
Well, see, let me tell y'all something about the East Coast. When it comes to the East Coast, when it comes to the Olympics, USA boxing stuff like that, they can't control the fighters from the East Coast. Right? So being as though they can't control the fighters from the East Coast, they'd rather have West Coast fighters involved because they know the ego I can kind of control them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But for the East Coast fighters, they can't control the East Coast. That's why so many Washington DC fighters didn't make the Olympics or the Olympic trials that should have. You know what I mean? I give that so many guys like, I mean, we can go back to name. I remember Sean May was on the Olympic train with Olympic trial team with 88. We lost to Sean May lost to Ed Hardison. I lost to Irv Griffin. The DC team, they just wasn't want to let us make mine. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, you had to be very special to give them that Olympic team.
Until Parker, till Pappy Gold showed up.
No. After Pappy Gold, that's why I tell people like, no, Adam, Flower Rustin, y'all made the Olympics. You know, y'all done a wonderful thing because when you look back at this, you look at Duffy Johnson, you look at Floyd Favors, you look at James Hurd, you look at Paul Walker, you look at Alden Wright. I mean, all these dudes should have made the Olympics. But because they couldn't control Washington DC fighters, and my mark going up. What you guys say about that?
Well, number one thing, but we didn't have, Pappy Gold was around, but he wasn't that strong at that time. But in the 80s, when Pappy Gold was the first coach, obviously, come down to Bowling Field Air Force Base, I mean, fellas, I never seen a boxing team with blue and white warm-up suits. The first time I'd ever seen a warm-up suit with a group of guys together. I mean, white shoes, splits, with Kansas City back, Pappy Gold for the men. Pappy Gold was one of the intelligent or the smartest men I've ever worked with. They can say what they want to say about him. This man knows the book. Until he comes, if you want to make it, my fighter highly lost. We lost in the Olympic trial. Ain't no way in the world we won. Pappy Gold walked in the ring with a pink suit on, white hat, and white glass slippers. And he did like this, and did like this, and did like this, and walked up the ring. Okay, now, get him up the ring. He just won. And that way he's running, ain't no way in the world.
Let me tell you something, man.
That's political.
Because he was like Daniel Robin while he was out here. You know, he was there with his leg on right? Whatever, where you can go without. If you just be in this corner, you like,
Look, now look at this. Tricia and I went to represent that to go. They had to go to the perfume store for that. The lady brought him the check.
And
So the lady said it's $34 and some cents. He looked at her. Do you know why? The lady said, no, I'm glad they go. I'm the vice president of the Olympics. Girl, you better give me that check. Signed his name to it and walked out. I read the one. I got that my wife. Let's get over here. And you know, and the man just he didn't care, but he knowed the books, the AAU book.
Right.
He was the best president we'll have, and people they can call him what they want to call him.
They didn't never met nobody like him.
Yeah, hey.
So I'm not saying who you think was one of the best teachers or one of the best coaches that you learned from? As a coach, like not a teacher. I mean, you know, a coach that you really can sit down and say, he showed me this, he showed me that, he showed me this, he showed me that. Who would you say?
Everybody gonna laugh at me.
Cause I think I know what you gonna say, but I'm gonna say somebody else.
You want me to say it?
But I'm gonna say somebody else. But I think I know what you gonna say.
Okay.
Well, go ahead.
The best coach that I ever seen that took my heart was a gentleman by the name of Red up at Fenley's Gym. Okay. He was the only man I'd ever seen. He could sit down on a stool or a chair, and he'll put you directly in front of him this far, and you cannot hit him with anything. I begged him to teach you that. Red, what it takes you to teach his son is called Pittsburgh Pride. He could stand like James sitting there. You could not hit him. This man, you standing up throwing punches, you cannot hit this man.
I was gonna say that, Red, but you know what I was gonna say? Bobby Brown.
Man,
I was
the Red. Well, Bobby Brown is.
Who he learned from?
Well, I learned.
Red was like that.
Well, I learned from a guy by the name of Mighty Mel with a wheelchair. In a wheelchair. You met him at the award show.
In a wheelchair.
He had the best phone in the Sunday Board West. Rolling around him.
So he's in a
wheelchair. Yeah.
You learn something, anybody.
That's me. And let me tell you something.
There's one guy.
You wouldn't have to do it wrong. You don't have to do it wrong. He hit you with that stick.
Right.
Hit you with that stick. Get your legs right. You crack on. You like this. You like the back. You like this. You like this. Those are the movements. You don't want to hit what you gonna do. You gonna start it and cut it.
How good was Day Day and Al Martino?
Well, both of them was the same, but Alfred Bott, but Day Day was a master. How good
was Ron Hing and Lily?
Well, Lily, they are different type ball games. Lily would just begin to come on his own. He just began to come on his way up here. You know, I had to mold him.
Right.
And you kept it in the gym, and I had to mold him. He was following you, but he got to do the right thing on the camera view. But I wouldn't take no cut off. If I told him run, I wanted to run.
Right.
I don't care if he took that little red truck or blue truck. But I'm the guy that said, hey, because we was going to cut him loose one time.
What you think about Charles Smith and Cowboy?
Both of them.
Well, Carl 54, where I shot, that was Smith. Cowboys working up at Giant Food Show now on Columbia Road. But to be a big man with big feet. Because you know what I mean? Even the day was like, because you don't know how to go fight. I can go over there. It was just slick. I can go over there to Eddie Reed, Cruz, you see, you know, you had a lot to go fight. They go there,
about Sugar Wheel, man.
Sugar Wheel. So it was over to Buzz.
Man, I'm sick, man. I'm sick.
Oh, yeah, he goes. I want to listen to that thing.
So Ham kept saying, you fight Chili Weird. Man, he had soft motherfuckers. He used to be on US 18 boom. Like, he had all that. I said, I'm going to kill that motherfucker. And they hurt me back. Man, you fight Chili. And now I'm mad. I've been hurting. I said, you fight Chili Weird. I beat Chili Weird. Hey, man, I don't learn to feel. Now, I'll take it. They were fighting the time and they get wild. When I turned over, my games, they was spawn or anything. Oh, God, hard now. That's what we fought in. It was chivalry. Okay, chivalry around one. I don't remember him. Well, look, Andre Adams said, Andre Adams got engaged here. Oh, so it's never that's only came out, Jay. Yeah, I might whoop that ass. Hey, what's a minute, Joe? What's that? Anyway, people I thought about it, but we played Joe, but we gave him straight to him, right? But he said, I'm coming with y'all. And one of that took all the bloodshed. Man, Ham was telling me, I was like, man, Ham made me somewhere else in the crime. Well, what Ham did was, Jelly Will was trying to a little floater like Muhammad out. He was jabbing and shooting, but he was too left. But James, another thing, I'm coming together like I'm coming to catch y'all. But City Will was heavy. When I get in a good fight, though, Marquis, Andre Adams, knocked out. You know we knocked out. Number 3 contender. The boy over there. The boy got an old gym over there, Lungi, over the Southeast. You know, the boy where we used to train at. Oh, sorry, Burn. No, that boy, he be down the base of the boys club over here on 17th Street. Where he play? The boy played for him. Andre came to James that night and said, go instead of referee, right?
Well, I ain't seen him in a minute. No, he ain't doing his job he used to.
Look. Andre Adams said he's number 3 in the world. I'm going to be number 2. I'm going to knock him out. I'll do it in 2 more. They so did. Now I'm number 2. He's the highest that I knocked him out. And oh, flip. Okay. He's number 2. And then it was Larron. No.
I mean, so let's get back to this. So, like I said, once again, you work with all those guys. You work with all those fighters. Do you ever regret anything that you didn't do or you should have done? I know what you regret. Okay, you know, a lot of them broke. Should have did.
I told you that.
Never turn nobody broke till he turns you.
Well, I did like I told them. I had a bond with Avery, all those girls, all those boys. I got them out of trouble. I had to babysit them. And you got to remember, Avery, when y'all came along, if you pay too much attention to the guy, y'all did y'all right. Y'all get shot. I mean, gorilla.
You mean, but I'm like this. Then that's it. But that's not like it was resources, those things. No, I think that's every, like at the time, Ham just had a pain deal with when the person wanted to fight for Ham was favorite. Going on somebody.
Yeah, I tell right.
He ain't for it. Boy, yeah, I just thought everyone I just think at this point, right, the resources was there. But like I say, he didn't want to lose his programs and stuff like that. I just think at the end of the day, it came to the simple fact that I'm not going to college, so this is what I'm going to do. So if you want to try me pro, we going to find somebody, the managers, promoters, or look, you out the door. I'm trying to pro. That's what I need.
You think like this, that's a hold up. Harry ain't want Friday to lose us. You know, that's why he'd have been out to focus on the pro. Right. You know what I'm saying? I'm jumping there, right? And what you got was there one fight.
You got to understand one fight. I don't care if it's basketball, football, boxing. Kids gonna feel the same way either way. Even the punters will say, listen, why my son ain't in the game? Why my son ain't running the football? You know what I'm saying? All the parents gonna say the same thing. So I mean, was that one down and said, "Well, I have nah, but this is out." Or you come to work, this out, man. I was doing so good. Now I'm just
Tom King heard about me. He's true always in soft hands. Say, look, what you gonna do? Right, what you gonna do? I'm gonna send your son to Tokyo. But you can't go. I told him, man, I ain't leaving.
Jay, players ain't well. I'm gonna be hanging my eyes. Ain't well.
Right.
I'm a dog. Can't do this, eh? I'm gonna do that. We be told us to do that. I said, yeah, I signed my. Usually go to our face, I signed my, but I ain't getting a job near that. And the show, y'all got sell 80%. Yeah. Don't interest like this, right? And he said, Dad, I know you won't go with this white man because he probably give you 100,000. But you need to sign with me. Hey, so I'm just like I know you just that's what I give 100,000. That's why I laugh at her. I'm not hearing like that. That's why I laugh at her. That ass can't fly. That's why I laugh at her with the mouth. That's why I laugh at everybody when they say, "Oh, I heard Don King was gonna leave you $1 million and your father coming." Man, I'm telling you, Amy was there with us. Man, he's selling his daughter's roller first, then he told us to his spouse. He sold Don King when he came here. All right, I don't recall him. He asked me to move his Tokyo, but he said you couldn't go. The same thing. I had left him, right? Yeah, I said no. No, you should have left him. I thought he was gonna train him, right? The nigga Tokyo. Don King, I know y'all train him. Well, I said you only let him send you the floor. I said, I just paid money. Yeah, but look here. Why? They thought, but check this. But he tell us Don King try to copper it up. Now, bam. This is what you gonna do. Bam. And I did a cigar. Tell me, hang up. Bam. I said, he's who's the manager? He said, I am. Who's the manager? I said, me. He's a fighter. Who's the manager? Who's the fighter? And he said, there's nobody heard that in the district. Hear what he said to me. This one I'm fighting for the second world title. Down MCI Center, when that's what it is, Hardison Center, whatever. Hey, he was from them. So they come, they say, listen to that, let me give us $100,000 signing bonus, but you gotta need the bonus. Huh? On the income, real thing. So this is what we're gonna do. What we're gonna do with you is if you don't sign with me now, your purse is gonna be in tickets. Yeah. I said, how many tickets will be? Well, I'm gonna give you $100,000 worth of tickets. And that's your purse. I said, okay, I ain't worried about that. Give me $100,000 worth of tickets. So line up. I ain't won the title, right? So then at the press conference, he's like, yeah, I know you signed with a so-and-so. So I'm like, man, it's done, right? But Dr. Pacheco loves you. Dr. Pacheco loves you, buddy. Dr. Pacheco said he's a thing of period.
Oh, yeah, was it? We got about 7 minutes before we said an hour.
Yeah, I'm going to get up out there when the ham, I'm going to let y'all finish my, hey, look here. The Sharpest Boxing Podcast, man. I'm going to ham and run this show right now. You know, y'all let us speak for themselves sometimes, so I'm going to stand off, man. Champions now. Hey, what I'm going to do this, ladies and gentlemen. The champ still have to go get the burgers and the fries. We're going to have with yet. Since he's testing. And I got tripped. He tried to go in my pocket, but I was there to crack him. And I would like to say, I think this is beautiful.
And I just want you to tell the people how you want the government to open up some more programs so you help these kids out.
Well, I think, well, I need the place to go. I mean, I'm willing to work for it, but I mean, my background, I need to go with guys with it. Bye. I'm finding what they want. See, there's two sides of the coin. There's the heads and there's the tails. The tail side is they need help. The head side, they get the weapons. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come to them. I'm going to give them what they want. The reason I'm giving them what they want because I'm responsible for them. Now, the people that's underground is followers. It's the same way that your son is at the dinner table with you and says, Dad, can I borrow the car? He's 15 years old, 16 years old, no driver's permit, no nothing. You look at him, he said, are you crazy? And he look at you, tears are running down his eyes. He said, okay, I can't drive your car. Okay, cool. Okay. He goes out. His buddy calls him up.
Hey, baby, we got a ride. We going to the party. He fixed up his girlfriend. They go to the party. Police get behind him. Listen, and he panicked. He panicked by stepping on the gas with no control.
They got to panic because they not licensed.
The man behind it, he don't want to get caught. That's why he ended up being killed. But he could have been saved if his father would have understood him and set him down. But he caught him by surprise at the dinner table.
Well, let me say this thing. Let me say one thing. This is what I would love to do. Explain some right. No. This is what I would love to do. Hold on. This is what I would love to do. Hold on. Listen, we're still on my. Oh, let's go. This is what I would love to do. You got Southwest beefing with 37, right? So-called. I don't know. I haven't been through. You his name. I'm his name. You might got college or beefing with Southwest. Okay. Put the guns down. Let me bring down the gym. Ain't no fans in there. Right. Who you got your beef with? Right. You want enemy see each other right now in the ring.
I used to do that.
Who you got your beef with? I used to do that. I guess what the deal is. So, what I think we should do is Southwest need to have a boxing team. College Thursday need to have a boxing team. Ridge Road for 37 need to have a boxing team. So I think all the hoods should have a boxing team. We should have each coach. Maybe I might coach Southwest. Have may coach 15th Street. James might coach Connoisseur. Flip might coach somewhere else. Them folks might coach Palmer Pop. Let's get together and let the hoods get together and rumble and get it off their chests. Let me say something. They scared. Hey, let me say this though. You probably have like about 4 or 5 months further on these tones up. If you're not scared to fight, come on, they ain't doing no wrong. I tell you, and I'm coaching basketball. They should get it forward. And we all in South City. I got South Lobster basketball. I took the young man in the bathroom. 2 of them. And he's cussing himself out the whole fight. The whole man said, before you get it off each other. I just left out the bathroom. So I ain't hear nothing. So I go back in there. Guess what he telling the dude? Oh, yeah, I'm always trying to my mans and them, though. All the enough without my man. Yeah, so that's what I think. I think they like this. But I mean, I think that's not that. If we can permit something like that, get that done. We don't say that. I ain't gonna say this is what happen after you get whooped. Now if you gonna get whooped, then you're gonna shoot me. You know what I'm saying? But I just think that we could do something like that. We could try. But count with it. But he got to go count. He got to go again. He got to go. He come out and say that ass one before. Oh, I right here. He got to go again. You remember me? I was telling you. I went off all the coaches, independent teachers, all of it. Let them see. They ain't got a chance no more. Because why? They're in the system. I'm not charging for 50 for going in the system. Why? To provide yourself with education and background. I got doctors, lawyers, inmates, I got police. I got it all was in my program. That's my program. Stars or fire chiefs and all that. But they need the proper guidance. I concur. Believe me, gentlemen, this is my right hand to Jesus God. I concur with. Believe me, I concur this one life. I can't give you my idea, but I concur. I've been there, done that. People are getting money now. I'm willing to do it for free. Give me a place to go. What's his different? It's different because my background speaks for it. But it's a professional coach for free. But it's different because back then they wouldn't give it on no one. Right. See now the mayor think they got to buy it away. Now you got to give away so much money with the budget. So I can come up with, like I said, create the streets. You can come up with a different program. Whereas though, and you look back and be like, well, what's really going on? You know what I'm saying? So that's what's really going on now. Even with a lot of stuff, man, you got the re-entry program. You know what I'm saying now? I see a lot of guys come back with a re-entry program. They get some good jobs and stuff like that, but you still ain't done that with the kids. You're looking at kids 13 and 14. They got carjackers. They got 4 or 5 robberies. I mean, they got murder. I mean, it don't make no sense. I mean, back then, all I wanted to do, and then they coming out with another juvenile law. All I want to do is fight. I ain't want to do no shooting. I ain't want to do nothing. Has a daughter. He's in younger now. All I want to do is play football, basketball. I want to play football, basketball, boxing. I ain't want to do no fighting. Ladies and gentlemen, yeah, we play that every day.
to change the root of law that the parents are responsible for their children. Now, wait a minute. Not like now. They're trying to get an excuse to be control over your kid by not going to school.
They had done a little bit on with
That they call, but they had not enforced.
Well, that's what they doing now is it? What they doing now is, you know why they don't force it? Because long as the kid go to school for 13 days out of the month, they get paid, they get the money, That's why they don't force that law. But they get money, they get money. But the only thing about it is that now, right now, what they passing the law is now that when things happen with the juveniles, they're charging the parents.
Mm-hmm. Which is not there.
So, listen.
Some of them, yes.
Well, guess what? If my son, I'm going to jail, he need to do the right thing.
No bullshit.
You know what I'm saying? If my son go out here and say, guess what? If my son go out here and say, guess what? I know I'm gonna carjack this car, but I don't care because my mother going to jail, my father going to jail. You need to go with me too.
You got something that's going to, like,
and guess what's happening?
You got something that's going to one day parents to get locked.
You know what I'm saying?
You couldn't do me like that. Yo, man, for this.
Yo, listen, anything, that's why they doing what they doing tonight with this new law. Because they ain't gonna hold the parent accountable. Because they got these other laws. Right.
Oh, that's up. You could not get them out of it. I mean, you ain't that. Yeah.
You ain't gonna be with the big boys.
Oh, you want to be the big brother? Now you got a chair.
But my thing is this. I couldn't understand when they passed the law when the person called the police on and said my father hit me.
Yeah,
because I'm a you don't care about all that.
The kids.
When they took the strap away, when my kids took the strap away from my brother, that was terrible. When my mother out there that looked like 911 or 9, you call what? You know what the police would tell him? You come here for him, you take him out here. What? Because as long as he's under my roof, I'm gonna. Hey, look at. Can I say it? I'm saying that don't tell.
Hey, look at man. We rolling. The Sharpest Boxing Podcast.
Hey man,
hey, look at. I have my father. I have on here.
Hey, please,
hey, got my man Amy Strong here. My man Amy Strong here got on camera. But look at man, we out here.
Hey, y'all be good, man.
Hey,
Hey, please give me a program, please.